Welcome to Captain Kyle's Cosplay Spotlight. Today we have someone who fights crime yet has very pale skin and has a taste for human brains, which seems a little odd, but I'd like to introduce to everyone Liv Moore.
Hello.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I would appreciate if you don't have me, if you know what I mean.
Tempting, but I think I'll pass.
Okay. I'm glad you bought a little snack, just in case. So, I imagine it's not easy being a zombie, you know?
Getting used to it's not easy. You have to give a lot up.
Do you ever meet someone and you're thinking, their brain looks tasty?
When I haven't eaten recently. Only when I'm really, really hungry.
Well, please don't be really, really hungry if you're like visiting the Westboro Baptist Church, because that would just be bad. But I understand you get most of your brains from the morgue where you work.
Yes, I do.
Isn't that a little like shoplifting?
I don't think of it that way. It's like if you work at Subway, you can eat subs for lunch. I work at the morgue, I can eat brains for lunch.
Interesting. Are you at least making sure that the brains that you eat are from organ donors?
Well, no, because then some people wouldn't get their murders solved if I pick and chose who to eat.
That is true. You actually, when you eat the brain, you get some of the memories and personality and actually some of the skills of the person that you eat the brain of. Is there anyone you meet you're like, wow, they are really good at X. I want to eat their brain.
No, I can't say I have, but I wouldn't mind knowing what it's like to have been in space. I've heard that that's happened before.
Yeah, I heard that there was quite the market for astronaut brain. Yeah, absolutely. When you gain these skills, you gain some pretty interesting skills. You had some language skills I saw. You had kung fu.
That one was fun.
That was really fun.
I felt really cool.
Now, do these skills kind of fade after a while?
Unfortunately, yes.
So you eat a different brain, you lose what you had before. That kind of stinks. You would think you'd at least gain a little bit.
It does for stuff like the kung fu, but it doesn't really stink when you eat a sociopath.
I could imagine that. Good point, good point. You ever fear, though, when you're eating a brain that you might actually kind of lose your own sense of identity because the personality is so strong, like the sociopath?
The sociopath one actually did frighten me. I did lose myself a little bit, and a friend almost died because of it.
You never think about the hazards of eating brains, you know? Next time I'm going to dive into a brain, I think I'm going to have to be mindful that, I could become a sociopath.
Well, this one's a fun one if you want to try it.
I ate. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Okay.
You ever worry about your roommate, like eating your leftovers?
Oh, all the time. All the time. And Clive at the station almost ate it once, which that would have been bad.
Well, do you think he would have recognized the taste of brain? It's not really something a lot of people eat, and it's like, oh, I had brain before, this is disgusting, oh my God.
I hope not. He thought it was anchovies. So
yeah, anchovies.
I'm just going to kind of stick with that line.
Do you like anchovies?
I used to.
You used to? I understand you need a lot of hot sauce to make anything taste good. I could take you some places they have really hot wings.
Oh, yeah?
Later on.
All right.
We'll take care of that.
Sounds good.
So you've been keeping your existence as a zombie secret.
Yes.
Understandably. How do you think the world would react if they knew that there were zombies out there?
Have you ever seen The Walking Dead, or Day of the Dead, or Shaun of the Dead?
The Walking Dead. I might have to look that one up.
You should. You definitely should. So I'm going to go with poorly.
Poorly. You
I think they would react poorly.
You don't think that there should be some kind of lobby for, like, zombie rights and, you could have your own, like...
Well, I don't even want to be a zombie. I mean, I don't really want to...
Well, that at this time, you don't really have a choice, so shouldn't you still have some rights?
Well, as long as no one knows I'm a zombie, I seem to be doing all right.
Now, speaking of the cure, I understand you did have a cure in hand. Mm-hmm. Sorry for spoilers if you haven't seen the show. I'll put a graphic that says spoiler alert. Now, you had a cure, and you actually used it on your worst enemy.
Blaine.
and your former fiancé.
Major, yeah.
And you couldn't have explained to Major, hey, I realize you don't want to be a zombie. Who does? It's not the best existence, though. The full-on zombie mode, that's got to be a little kick butt.
It's totally kick butt.
So couldn't you have just explained that, give a little time, we're going to analyze the cure, so that way we have lots of cure for everybody. So you might have to be a zombie for a week or two.
Well, the problem is Ravi's not really sure about making more cure because we've kind of run out of what we had.
Well,
so it could be years if we ever are able to make a new one.
But didn't you using up what you had kind of push that back even further?
You sacrifice what you can for the ones you love.
That is very, very true. So you're a very caring person. But there are some benefits, I guess, to being a zombie.
Well, you can't really be killed or hurt, so that's kind of a bonus, yeah.
That invincibility factor is kind of neat. You've gotten stabbed and shot, so you kind of regenerate from that? You return to your initial zombie state or something like that? Is that the case?
Yeah, I'm not walking around with a hole through my leg anymore.
That would be kind of inconvenient. Hey, miss, you have a hole in your leg.
I kind of like wearing shorts and dresses, so yeah, that would have been hard to explain, to say the least.
Do you at least wear some pantyhose so they don't realize how pale your legs are?
I mean, have you seen the rest of me?
Yeah, that you do have a point there. I know when I wear a tunic, people complain about how pale my legs are, but
Well, you can probably just go get a tan.
Yeah, I go red to white. Do you have to worry about sunburn?
Not really, because of the whole regeneration factor.
Well, that's an awesome thing. I wish I had that. Well, I don't know. Please don't scratch me. Please don't scratch me. But amazingly, there would be someone out there who would actually want you to scratch them, would want to become a zombie. What would you tell them?
You're crazy. You don't want this. You can't eat normal food. You can't taste normal food. You can't be with the ones you love. And if you don't feed, you could start an apocalypse.
Yeah, that would be a downer. Yeah, I
a
would
little
say.
bit.
So you can't be with the ones you love. For a moment, when you changed your ex-fiancé into a zombie, did you think you could now be with the one you love?
I thought so, yeah. But he was a little angry with me, so.
Well, you did turn him into a zombie.
To save his life.
Yeah, there is that. Some people just don't have a lot of appreciation for what you do for them,
Well, the change is hard to deal with. I mean, who thinks, hey, at the end of the day, I'm a zombie?
Yeah, that's very true. Well, hopefully we'll be seeing more of your amazing exploits and we'll be solving a lot more crimes.
I would love to solve more crimes.
At least that is a benefit of being a zombie.
The only benefit, but yeah. It's a good
full-on
benefit.
zombie mode, come on. You can lift cars.
I should try that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Just like I said, don't have me. But we'll be back shortly after Cosplay with Constance to talk to a wonderful cosplayer. We'll be back.
Welcome to Cosplay with Constance. Today we have more of the Captain's Quiz. So let's go see which cosplayers we can find that are ready for battle. Okay, today for the Captain's Quiz, we are pitting Leia against Han Solo. Let's see who knows more about their captains. Okay, first question goes to Leia. Which captain made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs?
Han Solo.
Correct. Han Solo is correct. Let's see. And what captain was the founding member of Stargate SG-1?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to say MacGyver, but I don't know his character's name. I don't know that one.
He wasn't a captain. It's Captain Samantha Carter.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
He's a colonel.
Colonel.
Mm-hmm. What captain traveled 500 years into the future?
Captain Jack.
Captain Buck Rogers. Let's see. What captain is very concerned about the environment?
Captain Planet.
Another one correct. See, name the captain who was the first to be filmed on the bridge of the USS Enterprise.
Oh, it was Captain... I do know this. It was the first episode, and he was also in the new movie. God, I can't remember his name. It's Captain Pike, you're right.
We're giving her that one. It's Christopher Pike. Let's see. What is the name of the captain who likes rum and occasionally feels sullied and unusual?
Captain likes rum and sullied and unusual. Captain Jack Sparrow.
That's correct, Captain Jack Sparrow. Let's see. Which captain uses a magic word to transform from a young boy into a powerful superhero?
Oh. I'm not sure. Captain Marvel? Really?
It is Captain Marvel.
I had no idea that.
Let's see. What captain was created using the super soldier serum?
Captain America.
Captain America's correct. Let's see. Which villainous captain throws weapons that come back to him?
Boomerang?
Captain Boomerang. I know, right? Which captain promotes a breakfast cereal?
Captain Crunch.
Correct. That's my favorite. My favorite cereal. Carol Danvers is the secret identity of this captain.
I'm not sure.
It's like Captain Marvel. Let's see. This foe of the Flash gives a chilly reception. Name that captain.
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold is also correct.
See, this is why I didn't want to do this.
You're doing great. It's fine. You're fine. This captain was obsessed with a particular white whale.
Oh.
We're moving to books. Can you give us the book?
It's Moby Dick. Ahab?
Ahab is correct. This captain was reputable for being able to go 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Oh, it's Nautilus. Nemo.
Captain Nemo's correct. Nemo was correct. Let's see. This captain is the master of the Andromeda. Name him.
I don't even know what that's from.
Andromeda.
Don't even.
It's Dylan Hunt.
Do you know that?
This future captain explored the depths of the sea rather than going into space.
Future Captain. Depths of the Sea? Oh, is that Roy Scheider in that underwater one? I don't remember his character's name.
It's Nathan Bridger. I'll give you like half a point for that. This captain has a thing for one-eyed, purple-haired women.
Oh, I never watched that show.
Zap Brannigan. This is the captain who aims to misbehave.
Who aims to misbehave? I'd say brown coats. Jack Harkness? No. Brown coats? Oh, Firefly, that one? Malcolm. I can't remember his last name.
I'll give it to you. It's Malcolm Reynolds. You got his first name. This very hairy captain carries a large wooden club.
Very hairy. Oh, Captain Caveman. He knows him.
This guy over here. Captain Caveman is correct. This captain is practically immortal and will date anyone or anything.
But.
Oh, she got this one.
That one. That's her.
Jack Harkness is correct. All right, let's wait for the points to be tallied, and we'll see who our winner is. Captain Kyle, do we have our points? It was very close. And, guys, thank you for playing.
All right, thank you.
That's all we have for today. I thought Han and Leia, that was pretty close. Looks like he's probably sleeping on the couch tonight. Thank you for watching.
Welcome back, everyone. Again, we are sitting here with someone who's got some pale skin, but I have to admit, luckily or unluckily, because some people think it would be kind of cool to have a zombie apocalypse, zombies, as far as I'm aware, are not real. So this is not actually Liv Moore from the show iZombie. Would you kindly introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Beryla Gann, and I'm a cosplayer.
All right. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
So what made you choose to play the part of Liv Moore?
Have you ever watched a new show and suddenly realized you're just completely obsessed with it after one episode? Ever?
I can't say that I have, not at all.
There was something quirky and fun about the show that seemed to take the zombie genre a little bit differently that I loved, and Liv is a very strong character and quirky and fun, and just felt a connection.
Awesome. Well, a good reason, and I have to say I enjoy the show as well, and you do. Look at it. Look at this marvelous job that she has done here. Oh my God.
Thank you.
I have seen some other people cosplaying Liv, and actually I recently saw someone who was dressed very nicely, had the wig, but they didn't go for the body paint. How difficult is that to put on all that makeup?
It takes about an hour or so. I mix Ben Nye's clown white makeup with a little bit of foundation and just kind of spread it everywhere, and then put on powder and spray it down, and then there's like 4 different shades of eyeshadow I have on.
Wow. That is quite the dedication for that. Wow. But I can't argue with the results. This is incredible.
Thank you.
You do look like a zombie.
Thank you.
So this is not your only cosplay. I understand you do a lot more.
Yes.
How many cosplays do you have?
Right now I have 8, and I'm working on 4 more at
4
the moment.
more.
And, yeah.
And how long have you been doing the whole cosplay thing?
Kind of since 2009, but really since 2013.
So what's the kind of part?
The kind of part is I went to a con and was like, oh, I should try this, and bought things off Amazon, and then never cosplayed again because I couldn't go to a con. And then, I moved out of state, and there weren't any cons where I was. And I came back to state and went to a con and dressed up and decided this is a thing I'm going to do all the time.
I have to agree. It's a lot of fun cosplaying. So people in your life, your family, friends, do they all support you in your cosplaying activities?
100%.
That is great.
Some of them find it a little strange, but still support it.
I've never had anyone tell me my cosplay was strange. What are some of your other cosplays that are kind of notable?
Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite, female 10th Doctor, Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon 2, The Wire from Doctor Who. Let's see, I'm almost done with Capable from Mad Max Fury Road.
Very cool.
Just finished Ty Lee from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So you have a big mix of fandoms that you enjoy. But I do sense you do like Doctor Who.
No, not at all. No, what gives that away?
I've seen her Wire. It is incredible. So.
Thank you.
Are you going to the next WhoCon?
I am, yeah, and The Wire will be there.
And that's the LI WhoCon.
Mm-hmm. In November.
So you like the play aspect? You get really into character when you're in your
Sometimes. I want to, and then I feel like I forget sometimes to do that.
It can be tough to keep that persona going all day at a con.
You do it very well.
Oh, you're too kind. You're way too kind. So when you're not cosplaying, what do you do like for a living? I don't want too much personal information because I understand, some people might want you to zombify them and hunt you down. So
I'm currently in grad school pursuing a master's in PR.
Okay. We might have a job for you after you have your master's, so get this show out there.
All right.
That'd be awesome. So, fandoms, you like Doctor Who and BioShock Infinite. What are some of the other fandoms that you really enjoy?
Oh, I could sit here all day and tell you everything.
Well, we have some time to kill.
Firefly, Futurama, Walking Dead. I know, right?
A couple of them. Yeah, I think we might have some fandoms in common.
Yeah. Marvel, Star Wars and Star Trek. See, what have I not cosplayed that I love? Skyrim, huge Skyrim fan. Did I say Supernatural yet? Supernatural.
Yeah.
Mario. It's such a long list.
Yeah, it would be quite the. We don't have that much time to go.
I'm a huge fangirl, so it's a lot.
That is great. What's the cosplay that you haven't done yet, but you really, really, really want to do it?
So there's actually two answers to that. Nightingale armor, honestly, is something I'm probably never going to be able to do because it's so labor intensive, but it's on there. And then Go-Go from Big Hero 6 is something I'm hoping to start this winter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It'll be fun.
So do you make a lot of your own costumes, or is it like
I
a
do.
mix?
This one I actually did not make because this is actually the screen accurate dress that I found online. And so I thought, well, if I can find this and the gray t-shirt and a lab coat and the purple sweatshirt, then do I really need to sew it all?
That is true. Why reinvent the wheel?
Right. But Astrid I sewed myself, and Elizabeth I sewed myself, and my doctor I sewed most of. So most of them I sew.
Very cool. Now, do you have advice for like new cosplayers who might want to get into this?
Pick something you love, because if your heart's not in it, you're just going to have a really hard time. And pick something that's easier to start with, because if you bite off more than you can chew on your first time, it's not going to work out very well.
The frustration factor can definitely get you down. Would you suggest that people make or buy, or does it really, to you, does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. If you buy it, don't tell people you made it. I mean,
honesty is good, absolutely.
I personally like to sew my own. It's just I take more pride in the ones I put a lot of time into. Like this one, I put a lot of time into the makeup, so I feel very proud of this costume.
As you should.
But thank you. But I don't know. For me personally, I'd rather sew them. But if you want to buy them, I mean, you're cosplaying. That's what really matters.
Absolutely, and cosplay is all about the fun. Mm-hmm. Well, we're just about out of time. We're going to be back in a little bit after con tips, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to Cosplay with Constance. Today we're doing a con tip with Eric the Smoke Moran. And for today, I think we should talk about who should cosplay.
Well, you can cosplay anybody who you like. I mean, you shouldn't limit yourself just because your age, your gender, your weight, or anything of the sort. Just cosplay because you love cosplaying. Do a character that no one would expect you to do and have fun. Break the rules. Don't live up to the standards of what everybody else thinks you should be wearing. Wear what you want to wear. Have fun. Cosplay you want to cosplay because you're a fan. And remember, all cosplayers are fans of any kind of genre. So just have fun. That's how I look at it.
So are you saying that anyone can cosplay as anyone or anything?
Exactly, yes. Yes, I do it all the time. I'm living proof.
It's like a light bulb moment. Now, what kind of cosplays do you do, Smoke?
I do everything from anime to horror to TV shows to cartoons to comic books to just about anything under the sun you can name. I just do whatever I feel I'm in the mood to do. And anybody I want to costume as or cosplay as.
Words to live by. Now, we all know you have an amazing repertoire of costumes, as is a table here at J1Con today. We'll pan down. Yes. Said YouTube or Facebook. How can we find you on those pages?
You can find me on my fan page under the Smoke. I have a page dedicated to armor making called the Armor Corps. That's my page. We have the Philadelphia Power Rangers page. We have my Instagram page. We have, my YouTube page. Mainly, if you go on Google and type up Eric the Smoke Moran, you'll freaking find everything under the sun. Or better yet, use the Smoke 007 or the Smoke 000, and you'll find a whole slew of stuff.
Well, I know I will probably look you up, and I'll bug you on cosplay tips.
Please do.
A bunch. You're going to hate me.
Oh, I never.
We'll get
anyone,
there.
But,
Now, lastly, do you have any? I know you have a lot of fans out there because I have heard people rave about you. Do you have anything you want to say to those fans as well?
Well, thank you guys, everyone out there, for your humble support. It means the world to me that you guys take the time to like my stuff. I'm like, really, my stuff? But I really want to appreciate all the fans out there, all the supporters. Everybody's been really gracious, and I'm very humble, and thanking you all again. From me doing Heroes of Cosplay to our fan films and everything else in between. We want to thank you again for all the incredible support. You guys are awesome!
All right, well, thank you very much, Eric the Smoke Moran.
Thank you.
All right, we're just about out of time. Beryla, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. Hope I don't get you all white right now.
That's okay, we're good.
All right.
I'm pretty pale to begin with. But maybe we'll have you again as one of
Sure.
your other
That'd be
cosplays
great.
in the future.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone so much for watching. And in the meantime, have fun and cosplay on. Interested in cosplay but you're not sure where to start? Get my book, Elements of Cosplay, Costume and Beyond, available on Amazon.com.